Hey, this is James with LotHill. I am going to show you how to set up your quick sell buttons. First thing we want to do is make sure we have access to the quick sell menu item. By default, this is turned off through upgrades. So if you've upgraded from an older version, you'll see that this option is disabled. For new installations, it should be enabled, but if not, go ahead and go to the employee area and find your manager account or your account. Click on permissions and make sure that the manage quick sell buttons option is turned on. If it's not, click edit, check the box or hit select all and hit save. That will ensure that the quick sell menu item is enabled and you'll have access to go ahead and add the tabs and or items. Now, first thing we're going to do here is add a couple tabs. I'm a software company, so I'm going to go ahead and add in software as one of my groups. Then I'll create another group for hardware. Next, you'll notice that once you add these tabs in, you're going to see that when you click on a specific tab, the background of the selected tab is white. Now, I've selected hardware, so I'm going to go ahead and add a couple items to the hardware tab. You can do this by using your search criteria or attributes on the left, or just simply hit search and it'll bring up everything in your inventory. I'm going to go ahead and add a receipt printer, and let's see what else we have here. I've got a gift card, and I'm going to add in a barcode scanner too. You can select multiple by using Shift or Control key on your keyboard, then hit select, and it will add those items. I accidentally added or intended to accidentally add a $20 gift card, so I'm going to remove that by right-clicking and hitting delete. There we go. And now I'm going to add items to my software tab. So I'll select the software tab, click on add item, expand the search screen out so I can see everything. Hit search, and we'll select the CashFootprint software, time drop software, and hit select. So now I've added these two. And let's just say I want the time drop to be in the list first, so I'll click on the move button position, move it over, just drag it over, and then click the move button position feature again. That will turn that off. Now CashFootprint is, we've got green CDs and whatnot, so I'll change the color of that to green. And time drop is typically blue, so we'll change that as well. And simply right click, change the color. You can change the text. Since this is a software category, let's just say I don't want the word software in there anymore. This only changes the text on the button. It does not change the description of the item when you sell it. So now that I have everything set up, I'm going to also add a couple spaces in here just to show you that you can create a different effect. You can bump things over. If you have multiple items in here, let's add some more. Let's just add the world here. You can drag things into certain positions based on these by using these spaces. So everything aligns up left to right and then drops down and starts a new row. So if you want to create the effect of different columns for items, this is how you would do it. You would add spaces in here to give that effect. But keep in mind, once you resize this, it changes the world. So the good thing to do is usually what people will do is they'll size this screen based off of, by docking it. So if you dock it to the side, you'll see that you can resize it, and that will create everything that you need as far as your layout goes. So I'll show you what that means in a second. Let's close this screen. Let's just say we're done editing for now. And I'm going to dock CashFootprint over here to the right and open up my quick sell page. Now you can see it helps to have everything sized properly when you're setting up. That way, when you have these two screens open side by side, you can see the effect that you intended on by being able to click on the buttons, and it will create the columns just for the visual effect. If you have a lot of items in here, there's two page buttons down here. You can click up or down to scroll. And when you click on these items, it will add them to the transaction, and the screen will stay open if you want it to. If you want it to close every time, just uncheck this keep open after item selection option, and that will make the screen go away. Most people like to have it open every time, so keep that option checked, and then you can just sit here and click on different things all day, and it will keep adding them to the list. Very effective for restaurants, service type people who don't have a ton of items, but they do a lot of service. It saves you from using barcodes or doing a lookup every time. You just have your items listed right here, click on a button, and it adds it to the list. Very easy. That's it for the quick sell buttons. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 855 LotHill or shoot us an email at product.support.com. Thanks.